Hello everyone and welcome back to Chill English Channel, where learning English is easy, relaxed, and actually enjoyable. I'm Sophia.
Hey, Sophia. Hi, everyone. I'm Jake. It feels really good to be back here again.
It really does. So Jake, how are you feeling today?
Honestly, I feel calm, focused, and ready to learn something new. What about you?
I feel great. I'm relaxed, positive, and a little excited too.
I hear that excitement in your voice. What's the reason?
Because today's topic is something that can really change how people learn English. It's simple but powerful.
Okay, now you've got my attention. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about how to train your brain to think and speak in English naturally.
Train my brain to think and speak in English. I like how that sounds, but also it sounds like work.
It is work, but not the hard, boring kind. Think of it like training a muscle. Small steps every day.
So, no stress?
No stress, just consistency and a little patience.
All right, I'm in. Let's do this.
Perfect. But before we start, we have a quick message for everyone listening.
Yes, if you enjoy Chill English Channel, please take a second to like this episode.
And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep learning with us.
Subscribing really helps us continue making these simple and useful lessons.
And share this episode with someone who is learning English too.
Learning together is always more fun.
Okay, now let's get into it.
Let's go.
Jake, I want to ask you something very important. When you try to speak English, what happens in your mind?
Okay. Let me think. First, I think in my native language.
Yes, that's very common.
Then, I translate my idea into English word by word.
Right?
And then I speak, but sometimes I stop because I don't know the word.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, it feels slow and a little frustrating.
That's because your brain is doing too many steps.
Step 1, think. Step 2, translate. Step 3, speak.
Yes, and we want to remove the translation step.
So, just think directly in English?
Yes, that's the goal.
That sounds fast.
It is fast and more natural.
But how do I do that? My brain is used to translating.
Good question, and the answer is simple. We start small.
Okay, how small?
Very small.
Like one word?
One word is okay, but a small sentence is better.
A sentence still sounds like a lot.
Don't worry, it's a very simple sentence. For example, this is my phone.
Oh, that's easy.
Or, I have a cup.
Yeah, I can do that.
So instead of thinking just phone, you think, this is my phone.
I see. So I'm building a full idea in English.
Exactly. And this is tip number 1.
Let me guess. Think in small sentences.
Yes, think in small sentences all day.
All day sounds like a lot.
Not really, just when you remember, small moments.
Okay, give me an example.
In the morning, when you wake up.
All right. I wake up and I think I am awake.
Perfect.
Then maybe I feel tired.
Very natural.
I want to sleep more.
That's honest.
And then I get up.
Yes.
I go to the bathroom.
Keep going.
I brush my teeth.
Excellent.
The water is cold.
That's a great sentence.
Wow, I'm actually doing it.
Yes, you are. And this is how you train your brain.
It feels simple.
That's the beauty of it.
So I can do this anywhere?
Yes, at home, outside, on the bus, in a shop.
Okay. I'm on the bus. I look outside. I think I see a car.
Good.
The car is blue.
Perfect.
A man is walking.
Yes.
The weather is nice.
Excellent.
This actually feels kind of fun.
It should feel fun. That's very important.
I think I understand something now.
What is it?
I'm not thinking in my language anymore. I'm connecting English directly to what I see.
Exactly. That's the key.
So English becomes part of my life.
Yes, not just something in a book.
I like that a lot.
Good. Now let's move to tip number 2.
Okay, I'm ready.
Tip number 2 is input.
Input? English coming into my brain?
Yes, through your ears and your eyes.
So listening and watching?
Exactly.
All right, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
Sometimes I watch movies in English, but I don't understand much.
That's very common. Movies are often too fast and too difficult.
Yes, people speak quickly and I get lost.
That's why you should start with simple English.
Simple is better.
Yes, your brain needs clear, easy input to learn patterns.
Patterns like I am, you are?
Yes, and also how sentences sound.
The rhythm of English.
Exactly.
So what should I listen to?
Start with simple podcasts, like this one.
Good choice.
Also, listen to slow English videos.
What about music?
Music is great, especially simple songs.
Because they repeat words.
Yes, repetition helps your brain remember.
I like that.
Also, choose topics you enjoy, like cooking, sports, or travel.
Yes.
Why is that important? Because when you enjoy something, your brain is more active and open.
So learning feels easier.
Exactly.
Okay, I watch a cooking video. The person says, I cut the tomato.
And you see the action.
So I understand without translating.
Yes, that's powerful learning.
I think I like input.
Good, because it's very important.
So tip 2 is listen and watch simple English every day.
Perfect.
All right, I feel like I'm learning a lot already.
That's great to hear.
But I think there's something missing.
Yes, there is one more step.
Speaking.
Yes, and that's tip number 3, but we'll go deeper into that next.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Good, because this next part is where everything comes together.
I like the sound of that.
Before we continue, let's take a quick breath and get ready for the most powerful part of training your brain.
All right, I'm focused. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Tip number 3 is all about output. That means speaking English out loud, expressing your thoughts in full sentences instead of just thinking them quietly.
Okay, but what if I don't have anyone to talk to? I mean, usually I study alone.
That's completely fine. You can speak to yourself. It may feel strange at first, but it's one of the most effective ways to practice.
Speak to myself. That does sound a little funny.
Yes, it might feel a bit funny, but that's normal. Think of it as your private practice session. You don't need anyone else in the room. You can do it in your bedroom, in the car, or even in the shower.
In the shower? Really?
Absolutely. In fact, some people find it's even easier there because nobody is listening and you can speak freely. Your ears hear your own voice, your mouth moves naturally, and your brain connects the words with actions and objects you see.
Okay. So what exactly do I say?
Start by looking around and describing your environment. Use simple sentences. Speak out loud, even if it's just a few words at first. For example, look at your room.
All right. This is my room. Perfect. That's your first sentence. I see a bed. The bed is big.
Excellent. Keep going.
I have a desk. The desk is brown.
Fantastic. You're building a habit of thinking in English.
I see a lamp. The lamp is on.
Very good. Notice how you don't need to translate. You just see the object and connect it to the word in English.
Yes, I feel it. I see the lamp. I say lamp. My brain doesn't think in my first language at all.
Exactly. That is the key. This is how your brain starts making English the first language in your thoughts, at least for these sentences.
I have a computer. My computer is black.
Wonderful. Keep going. The more sentences you speak, the stronger the connections in your brain.
I see 2 chairs. They are next to the desk.
Amazing. And now try describing small actions.
I sit on the chair. I open my notebook. I write my notes.
Perfect. You are creating a real-life English environment in your mind.
This actually feels natural. I feel like I'm thinking in English, not translating anymore.
Yes, and this is why tip 3, output, is so powerful. Speaking out loud helps your brain remember words and structures faster than just listening or reading.
Okay. Can I also speak about my day, not just objects?
Absolutely. For example, in the evening, you can say, "Today I woke up early. I brushed my teeth. I had breakfast. I went to the park."
I saw a dog. The dog was big. I ran after the dog. The dog ran away.
Excellent. You are now connecting English to real-life actions. That is the key to thinking in English naturally.
So I can do this anytime, even just 10 minutes a day?
Yes, even 10 minutes is very effective. The important thing is consistency.
Not 2 hours straight?
No, short, consistent practice is better than long, rare sessions. Small, daily steps create strong habits.
Okay. Small steps every day. I can do that.
Exactly, and don't worry about mistakes.
Mistakes? Aren't they bad?
Not at all. Mistakes are a normal part of learning. They mean your brain is stretching, adapting, and trying new patterns.
So I should just notice the mistake and try again?
Yes. Say the sentence again correctly, or correct yourself gently. For example, if you say, "I is happy," correct it, "Oh, I am happy." That's all.
Okay. I'll be brave. I won't be afraid to make mistakes.
Perfect. And most importantly, have fun while you do it. Learning English should be enjoyable, calm, and interesting, not stressful.
Fun is really important. If it's not fun, I'll stop automatically.
Exactly. That's why we emphasize relaxed learning. When it's enjoyable, your brain stays engaged and the words stick.
I like this approach. It feels calm and practical.
So let's quickly review the 3 tips before we add more examples. Tip 1, think in small sentences all day.
Tip 2, input. Listen and watch simple English daily. Things you enjoy.
Tip 3, output. Speak, even if it's to yourself, and describe your surroundings, actions, and your day.
Simple, clear, and realistic.
Exactly. You don't need perfect grammar at first. Just focus on using English naturally.
Okay, but how will I know if I'm improving?
You'll notice your brain is thinking in English more and more without translation. Your speaking will become faster, smoother, and more natural.
That sounds amazing.
It is. And remember, every little practice counts. 10 minutes today is 10 minutes more than yesterday.
True. Small daily steps are very powerful.
Yes, and consistency is the secret. Even if you only have a few minutes each day, it works.
Awesome. I'm ready to start today.
That's the spirit, Jake. And the more you practice, the more confident you become.
Thank you, Sophia. This really helps me understand how to train my brain in English.
I'm glad. You're doing wonderfully.
And thank you to everyone listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Yes, and we'd love to hear from you too. How do you train your brain in English?
Do you speak to yourself? Watch videos? Listen to music?
Leave a comment below and share your tips. We really want to read them.
Remember, every little step counts. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day is powerful.
Your brain is growing step by step, sentence by sentence.
Thank you, Sophia. This was such a detailed and helpful episode.
Thank you, Jake. You did an amazing job practicing with us.
See you next time, everyone. Keep training your brain, have fun, and remember, English is part of your life every day.
Keep it simple, consistent, and enjoyable. Bye-bye.
Bye.